It's not very easy to make it big as a model. You need the perfect height, an amazing body, stunning looks, and good connections. But if you are one of the lucky ones who manages to do it, it certainly is worth it. Being a supermodel pays, and it pays big. How big, you wonder? Well, you're about to find out. Today we are counting down the top 10 highest paid models in the world. Number 10. BÜNDCHEN $8 million. Dutch model BÜNDCHEN Kroes first started modeling back in 2003 in the Netherlands, and it didn't take her long to make it onto the world scene. Soon after starting her modeling career, she was sent to New York by her modeling agency, where she ended up getting cast by the world-famous lingerie brand Victoria's Secret. While she was most known for being a Victoria's Secret angel, it isn't only the modeling work this superstar can put on her resume. She has also been a brand ambassador for beauty brand L'Oréal Paris since 2006, has graced the catwalk for numerous designers including Prada, and even became the first model in history to appear on the cover of 4 international editions of Vogue in a single month back in September 2013. However, modeling isn't the only thing BÜNDCHEN gets up to. She has also tried her hand at acting, with her most notable appearance being in the 2017 superhero film Wonder Woman, where she played an Amazon warrior. This beauty has then used her money and fame for a good cause. She's actively involved with the nonprofit organization Dance for Life, and is an ambassador for the Praat maar Fris campaign, which aims to promote the Frisian language from her native home, Friesland. It's clear that she's got her hands full, but considering she's got an estimated revenue of around $8 million, we're sure she's not complaining. But if you thought her salary is surprising, wait till you hear how much our top model gets paid. It's enough to make anyone's jaw drop to the floor, so keep watching if you're curious to find out who it is and, more importantly, how much they get paid. Number 9. Bella Hadid, $8.5 million. Isabella Kahar Hadid, or as we know her, Bella Hadid, began modeling at the young age of 16 when she starred in a Flynn Sky commercial project. This opened doors for the then up-and-coming teen model, and by the year 2014, she was signed with IMG Models. That same year, she already made her debut at the New York Fashion Week when she walked for GIGELE. That was, however, only the start of her runway career. The following year, she took to the catwalk for Tom Ford and later walked for notable brands like Marc Jacobs, Chanel, Jeremy Scott, and more. Like all the other big names on our list, Bella isn't just known for her runway walk. She has featured in various editorials and magazines, and has served as an ambassador for the likes of Dior Beauty, Bulgari, and even Tag Heuer. That's why it should come as no surprise that this model has a few awards under her belt, including Model of the Year by Model.com and Model of the Year at the GQ Men of the Year Awards. So how much exactly does this sexy star rake in? Reportedly $8.5 million. That's a lot of money, but it is much less than her sister Gigi Hadid. But we'll get to her soon enough, so keep watching. Number 8. Joan Smalls, $8.5 million. Joan Smalls is a supermodel and actress from Puerto Rico who first rose to prominence back in 2010 when she managed to land a spot in the Spring-Summer 2010 runway show for Givenchy Couture. Back then, she was still a relatively unknown model, but certainly not for much longer. A year later, she became the first Latina model to represent Estée Lauder Cosmetics, and by 2012, she received the title of Model of the Year at the 2012 Style Awards. Since then, the bombshell has walked the runway for a slew of well-known labels, including Victoria's Secret, Burberry, Alexander Wang, Versace, Oscar de la Renta, Valentino, and others. Not to mention that she has appeared in a large number of editorials and fashion publications. Some of her most notable appearances include the covers of Vogue, Elle, Glamour, Harper's Bazaar, and even men's magazine GQ. Joan isn't all about modeling though, and has also started her own business ventures. Her first business venture was launched back in 2015 when she was the creative director for a denim collection for True Religion. This was followed by a partnership she did with Estée Lauder, where she created 12 new matte lipsticks that were added to their permanent collection. Needless to say, she took her modeling career and turned it into a goldmine, and these days, she's reportedly earning around $8.5 million. How's that for a paycheck? Number 7. Gigi Hadid, $9.5 million. Gigi Hadid is the daughter of famous real estate developer Mohammed Hadid and renowned supermodel Yolanda Foster. She is also older sister to models Anwar and Bella Hadid. Her real name is Jelena Noura Hadid, and while her sister Bella started modeling when she was 16, Gigi started her career much sooner, when she was a mere toddler. Yes, when Gigi was only 2 years old, she modeled for Baby Guess. Nonetheless, she decided to put her modeling on pause for a while to focus on school and other hobbies, and only really got back into it after graduating high school and moving to New York. While living in New York, Gigi signed with IMG Models and quickly started booking gigs, all while studying towards a degree in criminal psychology. Unfortunately, she was unable to keep up with both her modeling career and her studies and decided to put her studies on hold while she pursued her dream. Thankfully, it worked out well for the beautiful blonde. By February 2014, she made her New York Fashion Week debut, and that same month, she got her break in high fashion when she appeared on the cover of CR Fashion Book magazine. Since then, she's walked runway shows for designers such as Elie Saab, Fendi, Anna Sui, Balmain, Diane von Furstenberg, and others. She has also nabbed the spot of brand ambassador for famous brands like Tommy Hilfiger and Reebok. And let's not forget she's won the British Fashion Awards International Model of the Year honor amongst other coveted titles. Gigi has built quite the reputation for herself as top model, and that's why her earnings are estimated to be around a whopping $9.5 million. Imagine having that in your bank account. Number 6. Gisele Bündchen, $10 million. Gisele Bündchen was born in the rural town of Horizontina in southern Brazil as one of 5 sisters and led a rather normal life. Well, that was until a trip to Sao Paulo at the young age of 14 that changed the entire course of her future. While eating a Big Mac in a shopping mall, she was discovered by a modeling scout who suggested she try her hand at a career in fashion. At first, she wasn't interested and had her eyes set on becoming a volleyball player. But eventually, she thought about making some extra money through modeling and reconsidered. That was easily one of the best decisions Gisele ever made. Not only did she make a bit of extra money, but back in 2001, she was one of the highest paid models in the world. And by 2007, she was named the 16th richest woman in the entertainment industry. But that begs the question, how did she get there? Well, by the age of 16, she already had cover when she appeared on the cover of a Brazilian teen magazine. Not long after that, she had her runway debut at New York Fashion Week, and in 1998, she had her big break when she walked in Alexander McQueen's famous Rain show. Her list of career achievements is so long, it would take us forever to go through it all, but one thing is certain, she is a successful model. So successful, in fact, that she earns roughly $10 million. If that's not evidence of a successful career in fashion, then what is? Number 5. Cara Delevingne, $10 million. Cara Delevingne is a household name, but it wasn't always like that. The English model, singer, and actress had a relatively normal childhood, even though she suffered with depression, anxiety, and self-hatred as a teenager. In fact, the star has opened up about her struggles in the past and even once explained that at some point it got so bad that she would slam her head against a tree to knock herself out. Things started to turn around for Cara when she signed with Storm Management after leaving school at the age of 17, and by the age of 20 had done so well for herself as a model that she nabbed the award for Model of the Year at the British Fashion Awards, a title she won again 2 years later. Her awards were well deserved though, considering she walked the catwalk during fashion weeks all over the world, including London, Paris, and New York. She has also had the privilege of being named brand ambassador for Tag Your, while gracing the covers of the most known fashion magazines in the world. This star, however, didn't get to household name status just by walking runways and posing in front of cameras. She has also managed to break into the movie industry. She has featured in major films such as Paper Towns, London Fields, Suicide Squad, and Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. In fact, she enjoyed acting so much that in 2015, she quit modeling to focus on her acting career alone. If you thought being a successful model and actress would pay well, you would be right, as Cara earns an estimated $10 million. That's a salary most people could only dream of. Number 4. CHRISSY Teigen, $11.5 million. These days, CHRISSY Teigen is living a life of luxury alongside her husband, John Legend. But before her days as a famous model, television personality, and author, she moved around with her family, living in various towns while growing up. Living in Hawaii, Idaho, and Washington, her family eventually settled down in Huntington Beach, California. It wasn't, however, until the age of 19 that CHRISSY truly started her career in entertainment and modeling. In 2004, CHRISSY became an IGN babe, and from 2006 to 2007, she was a suitcase model for the TV show Deal or No Deal. Also, in 2007, she graced the cover of Maxim's calendar, and well, the rest is history. Her accolades include campaigns with big names like Gillette Venus, Nike, Billabong, Beach Bunny, Olay, and more. Most people will also remember her iconic shots from the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues from the year 2011 to 2014. The best thing about this beauty, however, is the fact that she doesn't only make money by using her looks, but she also makes sure to let her personality shine as host and contributor on various shows including Model Employee and Lip Sync Battle. CHRISSY uses her beauty and brains to build her empire, and the evidence is in her bank account because she earns an estimated $11.5 million. Number 3. Rose Huntington Whiteley, $11.5 million. Rose Huntington Whiteley is an English actress and supermodel who is the epitome of glamour, but back when she was still living in Devon, England, she had a humble life on a country farm with her parents. She didn't wait too long to get her start in fashion though. By the age of 16, she had already modeled for a variety of fashion outlets such as Abercrombie & Fitch, Burberry, Ralph Lauren, DKNY, and others. Around 3 years later in 2006, when she was only 19 years old, she was officially named an angel for Victoria's Secret and her career took off. Throughout her career as a model, she has walked the runways for countless fashion houses and designers, and has featured in an astounding number of advertising campaigns. Like a few other models on our list, she has also had her time on the silver screen. In 2011, she replaced Megan Fox as the female lead in Transformers, and in 2015, she landed the role as one of the 5 wives of the warlord Immortan Joe in the film Mad Max Fury Road. Of course, she didn't make it onto the list of highest paid models without winning awards. Rose has received the award for Model of the Year by Elle Style Awards, Editor Special at the Glamour Awards, and has even been voted the #1 hottest woman on Maxim magazine's Hot 100 list. She has worked hard to get to where she is, and that's why she could be proud of the fact that she earns an astonishing $11.5 million, an impressive salary for an impressive woman. Number 2. KARLIE KLOSS, $13 million. KARLIE KLOSS is one of the most well-known names in fashion, and for good reason. When she was only 17 years old, this American model and entrepreneur was declared by Vogue Paris as one of the top 30 models of the 2000s. But where did it all start for KARLIE? Well, she was first discovered at a local benefit runway show when she was 14 years old. That same year, she already got her first cover shoot for Scene magazine, and soon enough, she was brought to New York by Elite Model Management to further her modeling career. Once in New York, she began booking one gig after the other and became so sought after that when she left her modeling agency to be signed with Next Management, it led to a legal dispute. Her former agency sued Next Management for stealing their star by offering her improper compensation to sign. Thankfully, the case was eventually settled outside of court, and a few years later, KARLIE got signed with IMG Models instead. As you can imagine, her resume is extensive and impressive, and includes campaigns and runway shows for the biggest names in fashion. And it's that impressive resume that has earned her a paycheck of $13 million. Now that's a lot of money, but it's almost nothing compared to the highest paid model on our list. Number 1. Kendall Jenner, $22.5 million. Kendall Jenner is without a doubt one of the most famous and sought-after models in the world today. In fact, you would be hard-pressed to find anyone who doesn't know her name, or at the very least her family. Yes, this star grew up in front of the world's very own eyes on the reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Nevertheless, not a lot of people know how she got into modeling. Kendall reportedly first began modeling as a teenager when she was signed to Wilhelmina Models at 14. It wasn't long before she started booking jobs, and by the end of 2012, when she was 17 years old, she had already walked for Sherry Hill during Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, did a campaign for Forever 21, and featured in Teen Vogue. Her future as a model was bright, and within a few years, she graced the Victoria's Secret fashion show runway, took part in campaigns for Balmain, H&M, and shot covers for editorials for Marie Claire, Harper's Bazaar, GQ, and Vogue. This stunning star didn't nab the title as highest paid model in the world without venturing outside of modeling though. She has had a handful of business ventures, including a nail polish line, paid subscription mobile app websites, vintage t-shirts, and more. But that begs the question, how much does this model make? According to Forbes, she has earned an estimated $22.5 million. One thing is certain, Kendall is not the black sheep of the Kardashian family. And while she might not be the youngest self-made billionaire like her sister Kylie, she is definitely doing well for herself. Were you surprised to hear exactly how much these top models earn? Share your thoughts with us in the comments down below. And if you've liked this video and would like to see more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.